Hello, Scorpio. So, this is your love focus for the month of October 2017. Happy birthday, honey. So, Scorpio, your reading is very interesting, but it is very positive overall, which is what I love, right? So, it seems like there's a lot of passion here. It seems like there's also a need to forgive someone. Okay? I feel like a lot of you have been having these memories and these thoughts about your parents or about your family and about the way that you were raised. And I feel like you are really analyzing the fact of, is this the reason why I behave this way in this relationship? Or maybe I'm not that way because I wasn't taught to be that way. But either way, for a lot of you, this is definitely a need for growth. This is definitely a need for spiritual growth and emotional growth, okay? This is you having that desire to move on or move away from all that no longer serve you. And so, with that being said, I feel like this is going to be a perfect time for you to clear your energy, to start over with something fresh. And I mean, when I say start over, I'm talking about a new way of thinking, a new way of being, looking at things from a different perspective. This is all about you bringing a new energy overall, okay? This is you realizing that something that you've been wanting to put off for a while and you just kind of kept saying, well, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. But, it's like you just kind of kept going back and forth about it, right? This is one of those things where in love, and I feel like this is going to be the one thing that brings you and your spouse closer together. Whatever that one thing is, or it may be a few things that you felt like was necessary to change or to stop doing in order for you and your spouse to have a better love life, okay? Either way, I just feel like you notice that something needs to change and you are more than willing to make that change. And that is what's going to be most beautiful in your love life this month and going forward. So the month of October is, of course, it's your birthday month, right? But this is also a month where the energy is so profound and it's very deep. We have this full moon in Aries and then we have a new moon in Libra. So this is a month where intellect and logic comes to play, okay? So there's going to be a thing where you will be noticing where you may have went wrong at, where some things need to change, and where you just feel like you just want to do better, where you may feel like you want to contribute a little more to your love life. You may feel like you want to contribute a bit more when it comes to making your spouse happy or just making your relationship better, okay? Or either way, dear love, I just see a lot of focus here. I feel like you are being more focused on your intention, okay? So, and that's good. That's beautiful because I see this goddess Diana come out here today. And so this is basically about keeping your unwavering thoughts and feelings and actions focused on your target. And you will make your mark that way. So whatever it is that you've been feeling like you need to make a change, you just didn't know how before, this is the month where you will now know how to go about it and what you will need to do to make things much better in your relationship. Okay, so yes, this is definitely the time to clear your energy because I do see an inflow of abundance and you have had this for a while, but you have also had these emotions that has been like up and down, even in regards to your career and life focus. You just been having this, this will thing going on, this thing where it's like emotions are just up and down for you lately. But I feel like even in the beginning of October, there was some, there are going to be some type of challenges. But going towards the second or third week of October, dear love, especially from about the 10th to the 19th, you can definitely expect something amazing to happen for you in regards to love. For all of my single Scorpios, this is a great time to go out and to date. I feel like you are trying to juggle between choosing the right partner, okay? For those of you that are single, you're trying to decide, okay, do I want this person? Do I don't? I feel like you've just been having this struggle this month of not knowing what you want to do, or who you want to give a chance to. But I feel like you don't want just anybody. You want something that's unusual. You are attracted to unusual things. And so for those of you that are single, you will be meeting someone that's quite unusual, okay? But there's also someone else that will be in your life in the first week of October, that you may be attracted to this person, or you may like this person a lot, right? But I don't feel like you should take that route, Scorpio. I just don't see them being that one for you, right? So it's like it's okay if you just want to like have a little date or have a little fling for the night or whatever, but I don't feel like in love, I don't feel like this is going to be the time for you to dive straight in a relationship with this person. Be very careful about who you are giving your intention and your time to, okay? For those of you that are coupled up, I do see things, changing. I do see things getting better for you in your relationship. However, there's going to be some things that you have to get rid of first, Scorpio. There's a lot of healing, family issues, and forgiveness that needs to take place. This is definitely you clearing your own energy so that way you can have all the great love of abundance that's coming to you. Okay? But for those of you that are single, you will be meeting this new person, and this new person will have a lot of the qualities that you look for. However, this person is not quite done dealing with all of their toxic energy. Like I feel like they are going through some things, Scorpio. So be careful. This person is not who you think they are. So whoever this person is that you may think that you are attracted to, even if you are involved and you feel like you just got this idea to be with this particular person, you may be attracted to them. Even if you are involved, you still may have this particular attraction to this person. But do not lose out on something that's amazing for you, Scorpio, to team up with a sometime maybe situation or a person that can. I feel like this person will not be able to love you the way you would need them to, because they have not quite learned the lesson that they have needed to learn. So this is not a good time to even be with this person, okay? I'm not saying that you can't be friends, but I don't think that this is a good time to be with this person at all, okay? But for those of you that are coupled up and you find yourself slipping a little bit or having some type of attraction to someone, will yourself back in, Scorpio, because one thing I know about you, and I said this to you last month in September, is that you guys are so faithful. Like, you will be faithful even if it kills you, okay? Like, you are one of the most faithful signs there is when it comes to love, okay? You will be loyal and you will be faithful until it kills you. And that is what makes you amazing. However, you tend to have a wandering eye sometimes, dear love. And I want you to remember who was there, dear love. You're going to have people in your ear trying to tell you, yeah, you should talk to this person. Yeah, you should call them up. Don't get caught up in it, Scorpio. Don't get caught up in, all of the nonsense. Because I feel like that is what's going to be the end of the rope for you if you do something stupid or if you do something that you're not supposed to do. So be very careful not to get caught up with this person, okay? This person who is coming into your life or trying to come back into your life, this is not the time for that, okay? You're trying to get rid of that past energy. You're trying to move on. You're trying to move forward. So having this person come into your life that is reminding you of your past, or if it's someone that is from your past, I feel like they're going to have their feelings hurt by some of you, because some of you are like, what? Like, nah, I'm good. Like, I got a wife at home. Like, right? But then some of you are going to be like, nope, I got a husband. No, thank you. I'm flattered. I think you're very attractive, and I think that you're really sexy. However, I love my husband, right? Or I love my wife. The other thing is, and then I think that's the good thing about it all, is that even though you realize that you will be attracted to this person, a lot of you will not allow yourself to make that move. You will, bring yourself back in. Okay. Now, when it comes to your spouse, for a lot of you that are in marriages or that may be coupled up, this may be or may seem like a challenging time, dear love, and it is. I mean, for the past few months, it has been a bit challenging, right? But I feel like your September was a bit all over the place, but even the first week of October is going to be quite of a headache. But going into the second and third week of October, you and your spouse are going to be very happy about something. Something is going to happen that is going to change your opinion or begin to change your perspective on your spouse, okay? So something is going to make you, a lot of you will be even motivated by your spouse, okay, or inspired by your spouse. So this is, I mean, obviously, I just feel like this is overall very positive. So this is here saying to stay optimistic about your love life, because positive thinking and faith will bring you that romance that you seek. So for those of you that are single, great love will come to you, but I do not feel like this person that you are attracted to that's coming to you this month is the one. I feel like they are dealing with some own emotions right now, and they have a lot of negative energy. They're very toxic. They like to fight and argue a lot. And I feel like if you have someone at home, that is where you need to stay. Okay? So stay optimistic about your love life, because even though you and your spouse been having a rough time, things will be working out for you. So don't give up just yet, Scorpio. Okay? See, so the romantic feelings that you are having are real and worth exploring. Okay? So whoever this spouse is of yours, you know, you may feel like, well, man, I'm really in love, but I'm going through this phase. I feel like I just want to move on. You know, just because that's a feelings in love don't mean that that's what you need to do. Do not be impulsive, okay? Do not be impulsive. A lot of you are single, and you know you desire great love so badly that you may end up falling for the wrong person. Be very careful, okay? Wait until that person comes along. Wait, okay? Because there will be somebody else that comes to you after this person. So you have to kind of use your intuition, okay? Tap into your third eye chakra, tap into your solar plexus, and really think about what it is that you desire, okay? Go back to where everything first started. Go back to your root chakra, okay, where the foundation is. And focus on your emotions. Focus on that gut feeling. If that gut feeling is telling you not to jump ahead in this partnership with this new person, do not do it. Follow your instinct, dear love. I'm telling you, this is not the time to take a risk. Follow your instinct. For those of you that have been worrying if you and your spouse will do anything great, you two were brought together for a reason, and you have something very powerful and something very divine, dear love. So please do not give up so easily, because there is something that is still here. There is still hope. There is still faith, dear love. Have compassion, okay? You and your spouse may have some difficult arguments or something about the home, some home-related issues or repairs or something like that in the first week of October. There will be something going on in the home, whether it be job-related, repairs in the home, or maybe you guys are thinking about moving or redesigning something. I just see you being extra impulsive. Like, I feel very rushy while doing this reading. So I feel like you guys are very impulsive the first week of October. So, dear love, relax, calm down, because when you understand the laws of attraction, then you understand that it is not more difficult to create a castle than it is a button. They are equal. And it is not more difficult to create $10 million or $10 or $1 million than $100,000. It is all the same application of the same law to two different intentions. So you have to focus your intentions, dear love. Focus your intentions. Okay? With unwavering thoughts and feelings. Have faith. This is going to be the month for you, dear love, where you will need to take action, but not impulsively. Take action with compassion, okay? Because you have passion still here, dear love. You still have that passion, and I feel like you love your soulmate. Like, whoever this person is, they not only, for a lot of you, this person is your twin flame. For a lot of you, this is your soulmate. And you've been having these unwavering thoughts and feelings, but this is not the time to take a risk. This is not the time to test the waters and say, well, I wonder what would happen if I, talk to this person, or I wonder what would happen if I message this guy. Like, this is not the time to test the waters, Scorpio. So be careful not to do that, okay? If you have someone in your life that's there for you, that care for you, that want you, that is always supporting you, that love you, pay attention. Because that is where your heart is, dear love. Do not get caught up in a 5-minute thing and be missing out on something that can be for another 5 years. Okay? Do not miss out on this opportunity. Because I feel like whoever your spouse is, I feel like this is great. This is something that is definitely for you. Okay? So release judgments, though, Scorpio, about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Okay? Have compassion. Because like I said, even though you and your spouse may have been going through some things, I don't feel like that's a good enough reason to say, well, I'm walking out, or I'm no longer going to deal with this, or I don't want it anymore. A lot of you have been having these thoughts, and you don't want to rush into something with someone else and then you end up with the broken heart. So be very careful, because whoever it is that you've been thinking about, with this new person anyway, just be careful, because they have a lot of negative energy and they do not mean you well. They smile, they're very attractive, they're very sexy and very daring. Oh my God, they are very sexy, and I feel like you just find them highly attractive. This is not the time to take a risk, okay? Not in love. Please do not do it, okay? Because you will not be happy with the outcome. You will end up upset with a broken heart if you take that risk. So you can, if you want to party with them or possibly go out on a date, there's nothing harmful in that. However, do not get your heart caught up in this person. And I'm talking to my coupled up Scorpios and my single Scorpios. Do not get caught up with this person, okay? Focus on your spouse, okay? If you are single, then just focus on yourself, okay? But if you are married or if you are coupled up, please focus on love, okay? Focus on the light and love that is within everyone. This month is going to be very strong, and you may need to say, I'm sorry. You may need to kiss and make up, okay? Because when you don't kiss and make up, it makes your spouse feel, like the love is not there. You get what I'm saying? So just try your best, dear love, to have patience, because I feel like you and your spouse, I just see things working out for you guys, but I feel like you have been really irritated lately. And you will need to kind of just gather your thoughts and pull yourself together, because that is what marriage is all about, okay? It's all about that give and take, but it's also about communication and unconditional love. And you have to have unconditional love. You cannot say, well, I'm in it, just for right now, but then I don't want to deal with it, when we have a hard time. This is not about that. This is all about, what can I do to make things better? And I feel like that is what you're doing this month, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you been having that desire for something more meaningful. So I think that's whatever situation unfolds, the beginning of the week the beginning of the month is going to cause you to make these changes in love, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, or financially. Whatever the situation is going to cause you to be motivated in love. It's going to cause you to want to do something special for your loved one. This is also about changing your perspective or viewing your spouse in a different way. This is you reaching out and saying, you know what? I love my husband. He's great. He's funny. He's smart, very educated. He makes me laugh. You're just going to be thinking about all the great things now about your spouse. And so be patient, dear love, because between about the 2nd or 3rd week of October, probably right before you guys' birthday for some of you, this is really going to take a toll. This is going to be one of those things, those epiphanies or those visions that you have that make you say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I can't cheat on my wife, or I can't cheat on my boyfriends. It's just going to be one of those things where it just make you realize, no, this is not right. And thankfully and fortunately for you, you're going to catch yourself right before the nonsense happens. Okay, so that's good, Scorpio. That's really, really amazing. Really good. But overall, dear love, I do see you having confidence in yourself, okay? I feel like you had a lack of confidence recently, okay? Even going into the 1st week of October, there was a lack of confidence. There was a lack of love, a lack of passion. And I feel like the 2nd or 3rd week of October, a lot of that passion and love is going to come back to you. Okay, so please wait until after the full moon, dear love. You know, if you want to take a trip, fine, take a trip. But please wait until after the full moon to make any drastic decisions, okay? Around the new moon, the Libra new moon on October 19th, that is when you can expect some more changes, dear love. Things will be working out for you. Around the 17th to the 20th, you will be hearing some really positive news. And I feel like it's just going to have you and your spouse really excited, okay? And then even from, okay, the 10th of October, okay, that is another powerful day. So please watch out for, your mail or emails or text messages, different things that will come to you. Pay attention to it, dear love. Pay attention to the way that you are feeling. Pay attention to the way that your spouse is feeling. Because it's going to be a lot, again, you're going to have a lot of these epiphanies and these bright ideas that just come to you out of nowhere. You may feel like you want to renew your vows. You may have this energy of, yo, let's do it. Let's have a baby. Or you may have this energy of, yes, I want to marry you, or let's get engaged. It's just going to be something that just make you feel beautiful inside. So again, overall, this is going to be a really positive month for you in love. I don't see anything too bad. I just feel like you are working through these healing emotions, and the best way to heal your present relationship with your spouse is to heal your past relationships, dear love. Is to heal the past, heal your family, heal your family issues. Heal those family issues with your parents. Forgive your parents if you have been neglected or abandoned or felt left out or felt like you were an outcast of some sort, or maybe the black sheep of the family. This is gonna be one of those times where you can really honestly express yourself. The first week of October, do not listen to these idiots trying to convince you to go forward with infidelity, okay? Do not listen to these ignorant people that's all in your ears about your spouse, because they I feel like they're not happy with their situation, and so they are trying their very best to get you and your spouse to be broken up as well. And so it's kind of like they're going to be like saying little things here and there about your spouse, or saying a few things, pretty much like minding your business. Like they're going to be saying things that they really shouldn't say. And I feel like that is what's going to make you want to run to your spouse even more, because it's like you see where all the nonsense was coming from. You see, well, this is why I behave that way, because look what type of family I come from, or look what the type of friends that I have. They're encouraging me to do crazy things. Okay, so I want to say to just follow your own heart, dear love. Follow your own heart, because you are a channel for divine healing power now, okay? And you will have all that you need to turn your situation around and to make love work for you. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like you are a powerhouse, dear love. You are one of the most faithful signs there is. And so you do not necessarily like to the idea of divorcing. You don't like the idea of breaking up. You don't like the idea of separating. You don't like that. It hurts you. You don't like that. You will be faithful even if it kills you. And so to have all these people in your ear telling you this and telling you things that you don't really care about, really, it's just nonsense, okay? And it's really things that it's just going to make you want to be with your spouse even more. Okay, that's going to be the ironic thing about that, okay? But I do see an inflow of abundance and love for you, dear love. I see also a lot of important documents or contracts that you and your spouse may have to sign, okay? But this is definitely all about a happy outcome happening for you. You will begin to have these bright ideas, again, about your relationship. Bright ideas when it comes to your partnership with your spouse. You and your spouse might decide to go into business together. It's just going to be something beautiful that you both love, okay? And that is, again, that is what's going to make you draw closely to your spouse. You're going to be listening to, or paying attention to these different ways of doing things, looking at things from a different perspective. So use your intuitive nature to help you, dear love. Use your intuitive energy. Use your friendly energy to work everything out with your spouse, okay? Learn to be your spouse's best friend and watch everything turn out the way you need it to, okay? Because since the law of attraction is the basis of your experience, right, and understanding of it is essential to living life on purpose. In fact, an understanding of the law of attraction is essential to living the life of joy that you came forth to live. So, what is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is whatever you put out is what you get back. It is, if I be good to my spouse, I know eventually my spouse is going to feel that energy, that vibration, and I know my spouse is going to be good to me. I know that if I give my spouse unconditional love, I know that eventually my spouse will feel that vibration and I will receive unconditional love in return. If I put out that passion, I'm going to get it back. If I forgive, people will be eager to forgive me. Okay? That is law of attraction. Okay? And once you begin to understand the laws of everything, then you begin to understand that love was never difficult to begin with. Love was never difficult. Love was easy for you. Love was provided for you, dear love. And because you deserve great love, you will not allow, little life's distractions to come between you and your spouse. Instead, you're going to grab a hold of that vibration and say, you know what? This is not happening. I know that I deserve to be loved. I know that I deserve to give love. And I know that this person that I'm with, they love me unconditionally. And they will not hurt me. You will have that confidence again, dear love. So do not run away because of a temporary loss of confidence. Okay? So the reason you are not conscious of any specific pre-birth goals is because there were no specific goals. There were no specific goals you had before your birth. General intentions such as being happy and being an uplifter, having continuing growth. But the specific process to achieve those things are up to you to decide here and now. In this time, dear love, you are the creator of your destiny. So even though you have that desire to move on, why do you want to move on? Are you feeling like a sense of loss? Like, do you feel like you're losing yourself? Do you feel like you're missing out on something? Like, what is it that you're feeling, dear love? Why have you turned your back on this person? Why have you turned your back on this relationship? What is truly bothering you? You have to learn to communicate, dear love. Because in order for you to receive that spiritual and emotional growth, a lot of forgiveness have to take place, dear love. We have to forgive our parents for doing the things that they have done. We have to focus on reigniting that passion and chemistry in our relationships. Okay? And most of all, we have to have faith, dear love. We have to stay optimistic about our love life. Okay? Because positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it's not that this person is not your soulmate or that they're not your twin flame. It's because you are going through some things, and instead of you expressing those things and communicating those feelings and those thoughts and unwanted feelings and thoughts, you are keeping a lot of those things to yourself, and it is causing a lot of tension in your home. Whereas if you just learned to open up, you wouldn't have this problem, dear love. Okay, so you need to get to the point where you are more in tune with your own vibration, with your own frequency. Okay? But I do see a promise coming to you, dear love. I see things just working out for you. Your relationship is beginning a new phase. And for those of you that are single, this is a great time to kind of focus on you, to start, going on potential dates. There's nothing wrong with dating, but just be careful of that one person that may be no good for you. Okay? Because this person is that one person that you are so attracted to. Okay? That person that you just can't get them off your mind. You're like, oh my God, they're so sexy. They're so funny. They got money. They work. They're beneficial to me. I just feel like you need to be careful. Because this person has a side that you are not prepared for. Okay? They are not who they claim to be. So be very careful if you are single, okay? And for those of you that are coupled up, do not lose faith and do not lose hope. Because look at this. You have the Sun card, dear love. That tells me that is beautiful outcome right there. That tells me that you do have an abundance of love coming to you. That everything is working out. That this is a soulmate. That this is a twin flame, okay? For a lot of you. So be cautious, dear love. Do not be so hasty in your decisions, okay? Because it's all about understanding your own vibration. Because once you understand where, that you're picking up someone else's energy, then you will be able to say, well, you know what? No, that's not true. I do love my wife. Or no, I'm not insecure. I trust my husband, right? That is where all that is going to come from. So, Scorpio, I love you. This was your love focus. I finally got through it. It took me 5 days to make it happen, but I did it. So, I'm excited. And happy birthday again, dear love, for a lot of you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please check out my website if you would like a personal reading. It should be at the top of this video. It's g1insights.org. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for everything that you have done. The support is amazing, and that's why I love you guys. I mean, you guys are one of a kind, truly. So have a great day or a great week wherever you are in this beautiful universe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.